first question we have today will go to Reva Hoops Report.
A 50-piece for Chet and great playmaking by Josh Giddy. How confident does it feel knowing your number one scorer doesn't need to score a ton every night?
It's an amazing feeling, honestly. I mean, obviously, we love Shai to score 50 a night, but sometimes you got, especially with the caliber of roster we got guys like Chet who can come up and obviously drop a 50-piece like he did last night, and Draymond Green can do what he has to do every night, and Josh Giddy can score 20 plus, and Lou Dort can score 20 on any night. Cam Reddish can do it, Myleague Monk can do it, JJ's done it this season, Darius can do it. Like, we have a ton of guys who can put up those type of numbers, and having all of these guys who can step up and take all of the scoring weight off of Shai GilgeousAlexanders is just so generational, and you love to see it. And then the playmaking from Giddy, I didn't even touch on that. 17 assists. I mean, we've been trying to put him more into a playmaking role and less of a scoring role, and have him be the primary ball handler of this offense, and obviously it worked out great last night.
The second question we have will go to Thunder Review. Giddy was great last night as the playmaker of the team. Are we going to see that a lot more as the season progresses?
For sure. I mean, it's hard to say because barring any, God forbid, any injuries or any bad things that happen, obviously things would change up. But if everything goes according to plan, we really want to see Josh Giddy come into that primary ball handling role, and see Shai GilgeousAlexanders really get to rest as the regular season moves on and as we prepare for the postseason, because we're coming up on the trade deadline, and as the roster really becomes solidified, I think Josh Giddy is going to settle into that role, and we're going to continue to surround our guys right now with weapons that are only going to make their jobs easier, and I think we've done a great job with that with Shai Gilgeous, and especially with Josh Giddy. And Josh Giddy being able to put up 17 assists last night is absolutely amazing.
Question number 3 to the Oklahoma City Times, please.
Didn't see much of Shai last night. Is this a new role for him, and how comfortable will he be, do you think, in his new role?
For sure. I mean, Shai really, in the locker room, he's more of a team guy. He doesn't really care about the numbers of the individual stats. As long as the team's winning, he's happy, and the team won by a large margin against one of the best teams in the league, the team that won 60 games last season. It's a big win, and Shai obviously is happy. Even though he scored only around 8 points, he's happy just to see this team win, and you love to have a guy like that in the locker room, and Shai GilgeousAlexanders is a great leader, and he's just a great overall human being in this locker room, and he's definitely comfortable with his role. I mean, we're not phasing him out of the offense or anything. We're just giving Giddy the keys to playmaking and running the offense, and it just happened to be a night that we didn't need Shai GilgeousAlexanders to do a whole lot for us to win the game, and other guys stepped up around him, and that's just how the chips fell into place.
And the final question of the evening goes to FSPN.
The Suns are contenders, and to dismantle them like that last night, how much of a statement do you think that is to the league?
For sure. Obviously, I mean, it felt good, like I said, to beat a team who won 60 games last season, but like everyone says, it's the regular season, and at the end of the day, these wins in the middle of the regular season, while they're big for us because we're a lower seeded Western Conference playoff team, in the big grand scheme of things, they don't mean much when you're gunning for a championship. So they mean a lot in the moment, but I know now as the days go by, we just delete it from our memory and we move on. We learn from it, learn what we can from each game, and we move on to the next one and just try to win every game every night, and just move up in the seeding for the postseason, because now about halfway through this season, we're really just trying to settle in with seeding. And in terms of making a statement, I mean, in my personal opinion, I don't really believe regular season basketball is where you make statements. I think you really make statements where it matters most, and that's the postseason, whether it's the play-in tournament in the first, second conference finals or the finals. I mean, that's where you make your statements. The regular season isn't really a place where you make statements, but obviously it feels good to beat a team the caliber of Phoenix by 30, 40 points. Thanks. Appreciate you all.